there, crafters. Welcome back to Craft Basics, where art is a passion and craft is your everyday life. So I'm actually working on a requested video. So this one is your Christmas theme nonetheless. So I will be using our dishwasher safe mud podge, and I will be putting the design on this large wine goblet. So this is actually the grand wine goblet, 21 ounce. Okay, so my wine lovers, here's your Christmas treat. Jazz it up and make your decor nice. Okay, so I'm actually going to go with green glitter today. This is one of my favorite colors, and I'm just waiting to see this finish on the wine glass. And I will also add some razzle dazzles just to jazz it up, because of course it's the holiday season and you want things to be popping. All right, let's get into it. So I already went ahead and taped off the area with my painter's tape. So you'll need some painter's tape. I believe it's the best option to keep the glue from seeping under your design. Okay, so I will go ahead and pour some Mod Podge into this little disposable plate, because I won't be using this after. And I'm actually using a soft bristle brush today. Usually I go for the foam brushes, but I'm gonna try the soft one today. All right, so we're going to apply the Mod Podge on the glass, and you don't have to be stingy about it, because we want this glitter to sit. Just don't be too thick with the application, so you know it's taking a longer time to dry in some areas than others, and that might look a bit messy for your finish. So I'm not going to go all the way down on this wine glass. I'm just going to keep it pretty low on the stem. Okay. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. I typically do quick tutorials that show you how to add new and interesting things to your craft studios. All right. So this is our Christmas theme that we're going for. Okay, let me fix that. I did feel like I touched something here, so we're fixing that. Okay, so we're all good, and now we're going to apply the glitter. For this project, the glitter, the first layer of glitter, because I do multiple layers of glitter, the first layer of glitter usually takes some time to dry. So you allow that to dry, then you apply another coat of glitter depending on how thick you want it to be. To be honest, I like to use 2 layers of glitter, because I believe that it sits nicer that way. But let's see how this first layer turns out. All right, so I'm just going to pour, and this is this glitter is actually one of the extra fine, so fine glitter. I'm trying not to make a mess like I am doing right now. All right, this glitter shaker is not allowing me to be great, so I'm going to remove it so I can be my greatest self. All right, and my glitter clearly not giving me any love. I bought this glitter a while back with the intention to do some videos And here we are. So I didn't know my glitter could expire, if that's what we're calling it, but we're going to make it work. All right, so I'm just hoping it doesn't be a total mess and give me too much work to clean up, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I think this glitter was just packed in this jar, and as such, you know, it's just been very loving. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, but once it's out, it will be fine. I'm sure it's not going to clump up after we get it back in. See, it's smoothing out pretty easily. So I'm just going to use my hand to do the rest of the application. Now that we have enough to work with. All right, so all areas have been covered and have been covered generously. So what we do from here on out is just to make sure that the entire area of the glass is covered, and we're good to go. All right. So like I said, once it's out and the clumps, it's pretty much, it's good. There's nothing wrong with the glitter. I guess it was just sitting in this bottle for too long, and shame on me. All right, so we're just gonna give this a nice little knock to remove the excess glitter from the glass. And then we will also remove the tape, because what we don't want to happen is when the first layer has dried, and it's actually so pretty. I don't know if I need to do 2 layers, but we'll see. Once the first layer has dried, you know, taking off your tape can be a bit tricky. So what I'll do is to remove this first layer of tape. All right, if I could find the part, here we go. All right, beautiful, lovely. So let's set that to the side, and we're going to remove this tape as well. Ooh, and I made a mess. Oh, I hate when this happens. But nevertheless, we just reapply some glitter, and it covered it up. Okay, so we should dry just fine. Awesome. All right, so you have to be super careful because this glass is still very wet. And there we have it. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to sit this aside and allow it to dry, and then I'll come back to it, and we could seal it after this layer, or I could add another layer, but right now it's really pretty. And I don't know if I want to make it too thick because this is so nice. All right, so I'll allow this to dry, and I'll come back and show you guys what that looks like, okay? Okay, so the first layer of glitter has dried, and this is just so pretty. This is so pretty already, but I'm going to apply one more layer of glitter to have it nice and full. So now this is the part where we have to be careful, because now we don't have the tape to protect the area that we're working with, but that's fine. All right, so we are just applying some Mod Podge, and then we're going to apply the second layer of glitter. So we're just gonna carefully use the brush to get as close to the edge as possible without making a mess. All right. I do feel like my foam brush would have done a pretty good job here, but we already started with our regular brush, so we're gonna make it work. And do not hesitate to let me know if you are loving this Christmas inspiration so far. All right, so we do need a little bit more Mod Podge. All right, that should do it, we hope. All right, so we continue to apply. Getting as close to the edge as possible, not too close, because if we go over the edge, we don't have any protection this time. I find these projects to be so satisfying, and they are also fulfilling, because when you see the finished product that you made using glitter and glue and the amazing decor piece or, you know, gift item that you have at the end, makes all the difference. Okay, and this dishwasher Mod Podge is actually going to give it a nice glossy finish. So, all right, I'm just trying to touch my edges just a little bit. So you want to get rid of that right away. Don't let it sit. And we're gonna try to go in for the edges one last time before we throw in the glitter. All right, I think that should do it. Okay, let's go for it. So I did pour the glitter back into its original jar, even though it was giving us a lot of stress before. So here we go, once more. And we'll allow this to dry, and then we will go ahead and seal and do our finishing design. Okay, so this is your Christmas inspired wine goblets. So you can have your wine in style at Christmas time. And if you are a lover of green, you could have your wine in style anytime. I know there's just something about green that I love so much. Alrighty. So give that a good shake. So we're getting off as much as the glitter as possible. And don't mind the glitter that's sitting on the edge of the design. Those will definitely get taken care of when we're cleaning up our glass. All right, so we'll allow this to dry and I come back. Okay, here we are with the second layer of glitter all dry. So now we just need to, we're gonna get rid of the excess glitter here. And then we're going to add our first layer of seal to close out on this project. So I'm just using my brush to remove some of the glitter. Okay. What I don't want it to do is to clump when I am adding the seal. So we're going to seal. Now remember, sealing takes a bit more glue than, or should I say Mod Podge. All right, let's get into it. So this is just gonna keep your glitter in place so that it doesn't get removed from your glass when you're washing it. And this is the Dishwasher Safe Mod Podge. So after about 3 weeks or so, you should be able to put this in your dishwasher, or when you wash, it should not have any issues at all. So it will dry after 24 hours, but it's going to take about 28 days, about a week, sorry, about a month to fully cure. So I just want to make sure I'm getting into the areas where I'm seeing glitter showing through. Make sure we're sealing it nicely. So we'll go for the edges once we're done. And then we'll smooth it out at that point as well. All right, so we do need a little bit more glitter. Sorry, Mod Podge. I don't know why I'm saying glitter. We're finished with that stage. I see I have a brush. That's the disadvantage of using brush with bristles versus a foam brush. With a foam brush, you won't have any of those issues at all. All right, so I'm trying to get my edges. So I'm going for the edges now. Just gonna take some steady hands, but we got this. My hands aren't always steady. But we're doing good. We're doing really good. All right, let's go for the top. And we made a little boo-boo, but we'll get rid of that right away. All right, so you really want to take your time here. And make sure you're sealing your edges. So we don't want your design to get washed off. All right, so that's the whole point of sealing the design. Okay, so now I'll just close it off. I don't know why I keep going over the edge here. Okay. And my brush is not allowing me to be great. So I'm just going to use some alcohol and clean it off so that it doesn't dry and have a smear. All right, so now we can smooth the Mod Podge so it doesn't look clumpy when it dries, or it dries evenly. All right, so I will quickly clean the area that got messed up just now. Make sure that doesn't stay on my glass. All right, so I'll grab some alcohol and just clean this properly. I'll leave this to dry. I'll come back and show you what the finished product looks like. So I'll do 2 coats of Mod Podge to close this project. All right, and then we'll come back and finish the design. All right, so this is what it looks like inside and out. Okay, so here is our wine glass looking so nice. And this is just with 1 layer of Mod Podge to seal, so I can continue working and allow the stones to dry. Then I will apply another layer of Mod Podge. So it will take some time to get another application on, but while I wait, because this is dry enough for me to continue working, I will apply a little bit more Razzle Dazzle to finish it off. I will be using the Liquid Fusion, and this is a performance adhesive. So this is a stronger adhesive and it dries clear. So this is great for these type of projects. Okay, so I will use this to apply my stones. All right, so what I'll do is I'll start from the top. So I'm just going to apply a little glue. So this way I can work a little bit faster with the application of the stones. All right, so we're gonna go from the top down with our application. All right. And I'm using my wax pen to apply the stones. Now what I'll do is I'll go for like a mixed size on the stones. So we'll go with a larger one first and then a smaller one. Okay. And then we go for a larger stone. So I'm going to speed this process up a little bit so that you don't have to sit through me applying every single stone, because that's going to take some time. All right, but this is pretty much the gist of how I will go through. So large stone, small stone, large stone, small stone, until we are finished. Okay, so I'll be right back to show you what that looks like, and we'll continue to add on both sides. So just keep the stones close together and not too far apart. So I'll add some stones on the other side as well. And with this wax pen, it actually allows you to pick up your rhinestones, and it allows you to work a little bit faster than if you were trying to use like a tweezer to pick up your stones. All right. So we'll continue, and I'll show you what this looks like when we're done. Okay, so now our application of the rhinestones are done, and this is what it's looking like. Tell me if this isn't the prettiest Christmas wine goblet that you have ever seen. I am so loving the finish of this, and I can't wait for it to dry. This is nice. This is really, 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 really nice. Okay, so let me allow this to dry, clean it up, and show you what it looks like. So I decided to add just a little bit more jazz to my wine glass, and I'm going to add some cute little flowers in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna go for one here. And for these, I am using a tweezer to do the placement. That is just too cute. Oh my God. So of course, this now is deemed not dishwasher safe, can I tell you? Because these stones are not going to hold up in a dishwasher. All right, so even though this glue is going to give like a more permanent hold, it is not going to be safe enough for you to put it in the dishwasher, but the dishwasher safe Mod Podge will give you a better lifespan on your project. All right, and then I'll just pop one more in the middle right here. Talk about razzle dazzle. This is definitely some razzle dazzle. I also had some black flowers as well, but I really was feeling the clear ones a lot more than I was the other one. So this is what it looks like. I'll allow this to dry, and I will definitely give you a final finish view of this glass. All right, so what I'll do is I will have this lay down on tumbler holder. All right, so you use this for your projects. I'll also leave this in my description if you're interested in grabbing one of these on Amazon for your projects. These are pretty handy for any craft project that you're working with, cups or tumblers or wine glass. All right, so I'll be back to show you the finished product.